Hello everyone, Risky Toothpick here, back again with some more Beyond Blue, and let's just hurry and quickly get back in our chair and do some more progression. Last time we kind of saw a feeding party going down, and I can't wait for what's next.
Bad news. The drone we had tracking that intrusive noise, it's gone. Lost contact hours ago. I'll keep monitoring the hydrophones for that noise, but as of now, unless the drone resurfaces, that's all we've got.
Very strange indeed. The first leatherback turtle sighted in the region since the nesting beaches became too warm. Live stream recording of the bait ball has already exceeded 1 million views. Let's call Irene.
Hey Mirai, I assume you've heard that Andrea lost the drone.
Yeah, bad break. Did we get any usable data from the drone before it went missing?
You'll have to ask Andrea. He hasn't given me an update. I think he's upset that I suggested we'd still have the drone if we used it for its original purpose.
It's crazy that we only have one mapping drone. If this were a space mission, we would probably have 100. You sound a little frustrated. Is that with Andre or the drone situation?
Both.
That's understandable.
Yeah, his passion can sometimes be overwhelming.
I just wish he wasn't so cold with me, just because I turned my prior research into a successful biotech business. Not every company is evil.
Are they though? I mean, you used it for money. Oh, dude, it's nothing personal.
I know. Those miners have him agitated. It's nothing personal.
Hopefully that's true.
Was that a yawn? Did you get any sleep?
Not really. Between the drone and staying up to chat with my daughter, I spent most of the night staring out of my cabin window at the moon.
My grandmother loved to take me free diving in the moonlight. It was magical. It's like the whole ocean glows.
Sounds like a fun grandmother.
She was. Is. She's alive, but suffers from dementia.
Sorry to hear that.
Thanks. Nana moved in with us after our mom died. I was 12. Ren was 4.
Are you and your sister close?
Definitely.
Definitely. Yeah, most of the time. It's complex right now. Where is your daughter?
She's at university in the UK.
What is she studying?
Pre-med. But she also has a passion for music. She has been playing in the same indie band for years.
What's her music like?
Hard to describe. I'm sure Sophie would love for you to check it out. I'll send you her latest single.
Ooh.
Isn't your sister also at university?
My sister, took a break for a few years. But she's back now.
There's a story there. Not my business.
Tough love.
It's just hard sometimes for me not to want to take the wheel when I see her swerving.
Does she want your help?
Afraid I'll push her away. Yeah, true. Yeah, once they try to get it in people's lives, they're like, I ain't gonna listen to you. I'm gonna do my own thing.
I push her to do better, but honestly, I think that just pushes her away.
You sound like me talking about my daughter.
Yeah, complex. People are messy. That's why I study whales. Speaking of which, I better get prepped for our next dive.
Yeah.
Catch you later.
Yes, of course.
Alrighty, and then Ren.
Hi, Mirai. It must be late there.
That's okay. I'm on dive time.
I showed Nana the highlights from your live stream.
Did she recognize me? No, we won't talk about that.
Yeah? Did she like the whales?
It's hard to know. She did huff at the dolphins, though.
She loved reading you that story.
She used to read you that story every night.
Yeah, you've told me that, but I don't really remember.
Are you doing okay with her?
Kind of. You do this better.
Did you want to talk about next semester?
When you get back. It's complex.
You know, I can look at coming back earlier.
That's crazy talk. Go speak to your whales.
Gonna try. Catch you later.
Alrighty, and we ready for our next dive. I don't know. Her sister kind of sounds like she's flunking out, and you know, she needs to get out of there. We unlocked a song apparently. The music's loud, but like if you go in the settings, like we'll push it down, I guess, to like 12, 11. Keep. All right, hopefully that'll help it out just a little bit. Let's get to our next dive.
Day 7. About to enter the Twilight Zone. I'm following Andrea's family down to the seamounts where I hope to observe them hunting. Irina has been testing our samples and is worried about a harmful algal bloom being somewhere nearby, so I am to keep an eye out for that. Check. I'm also keeping an eye out for more turtles. I know they're out there, ready to dive.
Alrighty, time to save the turtles. Don't use straws.
I'm in and okay.
And we're streaming.
Hello everyone, welcome, or welcome back. I'm diving near a seamount region, also known as the Twilight Zone, because it is just beyond reach of the sun. And we'll be taking some questions live, so be nice.
We'll also be testing a playback system to interact with whales.
Okay, yeah, but the thing with the straws is, and it's sad, but like, you know, it's a big thing in America right now where people are like, don't use straws, it kills the, you know, turtles and whatnot. But the sad part is, it's like, doesn't even matter, because like America is one of those countries that doesn't really throw all its pollution in the ocean as much as like other countries like China and some other ones. So like we stop using straws, but you know, they're not. You know what I mean? So you know, it might have a little bit of an impact, but not as big as you think. Like if everyone just stopped using disposable straws in America, it really wouldn't help. But, you know, I guess, you know, someone has to start it, I guess. But, I mean, it's kind of like, you know, they want to start it, but then they also want to, like, spend millions of dollars on starting it. And expect, you know, everyone else to fund it. And what is that thing? Oh, a little robot. Got that. Alright, so now let's go check this out. But yeah, I think if you do some research, there's like 3 countries that pollute the ocean a lot. I forgot which ones specifically.
Want to hear something cool? So do I. I'm hoping that buoy can send a little message to our humpback friends.
That's right. Andre is going to serenade some humpbacks.
Well, not me, but using a song I generated from other recordings.
Alright, let's see where we can find these whales. Oh, there's some pollution out here too. Humpback. Whoa. Okay, let's check out this pollution. These carts. Nothing in that one. You'd expect something to be living in it. You know, sometimes a lot of creatures die through pollution, some can thrive. Better hiding spots and whatnot. Okay, so now, who's closest? Okay, the well is up above us, so let's go check them out. Silver Chimera? Ooh, look at that bad boy. Wings as fins. Comb jelly? There was someone that was glowing, yeah, their tail glowed. I really want to check those out. That looks so neat. Dana octopus squid. I've never seen one of these. Or maybe I have, I just never noticed that their thing
Time to see if
glows.
any humpbacks respond to our song.
Jordan wants to know how you will know.
Great question. If we have recorded him before, we'll see if the influence of our song affected his.
Scientists believe whales from one region can influence the song of whales from another when they mix.
Alright, let's check out what he's got. Okay. That's good enough. And let's check out who this is.
Hey Andre, we've recorded a song from this one before, right?
We have.
How quickly can you compare his 2 songs?
Well, I need to wait for his song to complete at least one full cycle.
And how long is that?
20 minutes, maybe more.
Wow, that's a long, slow ballad.
Yeah, but we're not waiting here 20 minutes. I'm sorry, Whale. Alright, let's see here. 95, 64. We might as well go for the further one. Because I feel, I mean, it's going to be about the same distance. And, ooh, there's a whole nother well. Oh, no, it's the same humpback whale. Sunfish. Yeah, don't mind me getting that research information. Alright, let's see what this mystery is here. Ooh, hammerhead.
Dana, squid. It looks like they're hunting.
Lanternfish.
Well called, Arena. We'll make you a sea witch yet.
I'm sorry, what?
Let's
Ooh.
scan a few to pick up their hunting behavior. Here goes.
Let's just run through the fish. Yes. So another feeding frenzy, pretty much.
Scott from Denver wants to know if they eat each other.
Some do. I think this one was upset he missed out on his prey.
Yeah, I mean, usually a lot of the fish will go after the smaller ones. You know, if you got like two of the same species and one of them's tinier, a baby, usually there will be some, you know, competition in the, you know, group. Of course, you know, it's kind of like, you know, natural survival. Alright, now, what is this? Kind of a mystery? Possibly sea turtles? I mean, I know that was one of the big things that this character wanted to find out. We'll just have to find out, though. We're getting real close here. Ooh, another sunfish. I got a weakness for them.
Another leatherback turtle, Andre. And feasting on some moon jellies.
That is odd. Is that the same one we saw before?
It looks bigger, but let me zoom scan it to be sure.
Moon jelly. That's also a problem. They like to eat jellyfish, so like plastic bags and stuff, which look kind of similar, is just getting eaten by turtles, and that's causing them to have, you know, dietary issues because they can't get rid of it, or they get it like stuck in their mouth, which can cause a lot of issues, including, you know, death.
We can run the sample in the lab, but I am sure this is a different one.
Do they typically travel together? And wouldn't it be surprising to find two this far off course?
Yes, it would be.
And yet, here they are.
Welcome back, turtles. Enjoy your beautiful moon jellies.
Moon jellies are beautiful. There's a decent chance this jelly will regenerate itself.
Do tell.
In fact, a few species of jellyfish are technically immortal. They can revert from being full grown to their younger state and essentially start their life cycle over.
Thank you, Arena, who will make us all immortal one day.
Hey, look, that's what I was talking about in the last episode about how they found a jellyfish that could, you know, be immortal. But yeah, it's either going to be for immortality or to try to, you know, so the women can stay ageless longer, or men, you know, whoever, maybe both, I would assume. And keep themselves young, or at least looking young, until they pass away at a ripe age. But yeah, let's go check out our buoy here. See what type of more new things we can discover. Another what, sensor alarm? Wow, right next to each other. Which is convenient for us, because now we can check out the mystery and the next thing that we need. Alright, that hammerhead. Yeah, in real life you want to be real
Great.
careful about
I've
them.
been waiting for this. I have just activated your UV light.
First of all, don't mess with my suit when I'm diving. Secondly, you spoiled my surprise.
Alright, let's check these guys out. Like, I know we need to UV them, but I really want to get that research information. Alright, that's pretty good. Let's see what happens here. Okay, human perspective. And then UV. Oh.
Swell sharks have developed biofluorescence to communicate with each other. Their eyes have special adaptations for the UV light. Now you can see what a swell shark sees.
That's what
Oh,
I'm talking about.
they just see him glowing. Alright, we gotta check one more. Another human perspective, and then I guess we... Oh, wow. Okay. We got a red one, too.
Next, you can try the black light I installed in your sub.
You did not. You did install it in your dorm room back in the day. Your wife showed me pictures.
Oh,
It
no.
was a good time.
Wow, it actually wants us to kind of like research all of them, really. We get kind of like a hang of it. Yeah, I think we did enough, though. Now we gotta just go check out this, this little cave. Really wanna check out those guys, but let's go in.
What am I looking for here?
Oh, one of our sperm whale tags must have fallen off.
Andre, you really need better glue for these.
I don't use glue.
Alright, what do we got here?
I've tracked down the tag. It's in a cave. I wonder how it got in here.
So it's been gnawing. It's probably an octopus. There he is.
Oh! What the?
Right.
An octopus.
Are you okay?
Other than getting inked in front of a live global audience?
You know, you might want to get that off you. It will probably attract predators.
There we go.
Oh, wonderful.
Really want to get through that hole. Oh, there's that octopus too. We want to research him. Yeah, you gotta be careful with octopuses. They can really hurt you. They get, they wrap around you. Really cause issues to your suit and whatnot. Of course, if you're like an experienced diver, I'm pretty sure they don't really mind. But if you're inexperienced, yeah, be careful. Alright, what do we got here? Another buoy?
Okay, last boy of the dive. How are you feeling?
Chances of suit holding out until the end of the dive? Good. Hope of seeing if our humpback song had any effect? Well,
You know this, but for the viewers, science is not magic, it takes patience.
I'd like to believe in a little magic.
I mean, you better get some information quick, because they, will get bored. Unknown sensor. And sperm whale. It looks like the sperm whale are closer. Okay, they're good. Let's see what we got here. I don't see no sperm whale. Oh, now I do.
Sperm whale. I think it's... Yes, it's hunting! First time we'll be able to document it with Andre's technology.
Alright, what do we got here? Ooh, wow. Well, buzz.
Come on, come on.
Echolocation.
And then the buzz. I got it!
And check out where
Raj
their
from
animals are.
Mumbai wants to know, what's the buzz?
I think he was making a joke.
Got it. But what is the buzz? How is it used?
We're not entirely sure, but definitely associated with being close to prey.
This is just a warm-up. The real fun will come in the deep.
Ooh, we're gonna go in the dark. That'd be cool if we can like drive a submarine around. Because I mean, there's no way we can go so far because of the pressure. I want to research these guys. Wow, look at them. Maybe from the warmth or the plankton. Okay, so lights can attract plankton. And because of that, fish might actually kind of like head towards it. Okay, hold on. Who are we supposed to be scanning out here? I think it's somewhere out here. Maybe? Okay, hold on. I see it on the map. Okay. A little worried for a minute. I was like, Okay, what do we have here? Silver chimera. Ooh. For a minute, I thought that was another turtle. I was like, man, there's quite a bit of them here. Okay, well, let's see what we got here. Never mind. I think that is turtles. Baby turtles.
Andre. Andre. Well, there's no way these little ones are thousands of miles off course. Right, Andre?
Give him a minute.
Right. Let's scan a few of these to get their gender. There's a tiny tag here. Andre?
Maybe they released them. Oh, wow, there's quite a bit of them. It's worrisome though if they did release
Chen
them here.
from Shanghai wants to know why you care about their gender.
Well, their sex is determined by the temperature of their nests. Warming beaches wiped out the turtles in this region.
Believe in a little magic now, Andre?
I may just start, but let me check on that tag first.
Yeah, because I mean, if you like just took some baby, some baby turtles, put them here and expect them to do good when there's still issues with the heat and whatnot, then you're not really doing anything, you know? You're kind of just like expecting them to die out again. Like, you gotta do something. Of course, if you get the eggs and then, keep them the correct temperature, then you'd be good.
Oh, wow. Glad we didn't miss this.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they must have been hunting down past the rift.
I think we found our spot for our first deep dive.
Mirai, check out that one closest to you. What's that on its skin?
Not sure I can catch them. They're headed to the surface. Might just be a scrape from a ship strike.
Yeah, let's hope that's all it is.
Let's end it here.
There's a giant shark out there just gnawing on their backs, but, didn't gnaw on that one, just kind of hit it. Hope and worry. And we have a little video we need to watch.
I know it seems like Andre worries about everything. But I really understand where that comes from. Everyone's seen the pictures, but I can tell you it was really tough to be doing hands-on work when we were losing entire species. For me, it was the whales. But for Andre, it was the turtles. I stayed to help him. Several of the other scientists did as well. By then, only Andre's protected nests were the ones producing turtles in the region. We all figured that the population was going to collapse, and eventually it did. But seeing this large man spend day after day carrying tiny turtles from the nest to the water, it inspired us to stay. I mean, coming back now, it feels like another world. Andre is not an angry man, Irina. He's just a man who gets angry when he sees people say it's too hard, or that they don't care at all.
Yeah.
Say that was weird. Okay, let's talk to Andre.
Hi, Mirai. Sorry to miss the post-dive brief. I've been listening to our humpback recordings for hours and got myself in a kind of funk. Actually, I started listening to the humpbacks and then switched to Miles Davis. Anyway, I don't see any clear sign that our playback influenced any of the other whales yet, but I just know we're on the right track. I'm sorry to be in such a mood. Don't know what to make of those turtles or what's going on with our sperm whale family. Right. Catch you in a bit.
Alright, probably want to talk to her sister. No, dive ready. Okay, collect microbials near... Search for giant squid using a light-based lure that mimics the bioluminescent alarm near a large brine pool for clues on potential cures to human diseases of the atoll jellyfish. Alright, let's exit out of this. We have some insights we need to watch before we dive out here. So let's go to escape here. Okay, we did that one. Okay, here we go. Aging in reverse.
Jellyfish have mechanisms of self-repair. They're constantly getting bitten by turtles and chunks getting taken away. 50% of the jellyfish population are wounded. So they've gone through 500 million years living, persisting in the ocean in simplicity, and they've come up with some remarkable ways of living. There's something called the immortal jellyfish and how they age, aging in reverse, which we're just beginning to understand, where they get old and then degenerate back into a youth again. In understanding the gene pathways and how this happens, this could look at, humans. We don't have this capacity to age in reverse. It's like Benjamin Button, and it's here. And it just takes the kind of focus and dedication to look at that jellyfish and to grow that jellyfish and to figure out how to use the best available scientific tools to get at this question. It's just about kind of looking super deeply and letting the secrets unfold.
Just think if we could reverse age. I mean, it wouldn't be like useful to us though. Like only the rich and the wealthy, like the 1%, would be using it because it'd be so expensive. But it is, kind of a bright spot in the future.
The energy from our star flies through the universe, through our atmosphere, and hits us at the ground. But now, when we go underwater, the ocean properties of water are like pure blue filter. So it's gonna filter out all these other wavelengths except blue. As you go down further, it's primarily blue, blue, blue till 700 meters. And at that level, there's still faint photons of sunlight in the blue range. And we call this the twilight zone. And there, animals are still perceiving a tiny little bit of our sun's energy. Below this, it's gone. 24/7 darkness. And it turns out that there's a ton of color vision down in the deep. So it's like they're making enough light down there to be able to be satisfying all the eyes of the deep sea creatures. So it's not this totally dark world down there. It's still light. It's just the animals are making the light rather than the sun. We've designed all this technology to kind of satisfy our visual hardware. As I started looking at other animals, they have totally different hardware. And I've been looking at everything through these silly little primate eyes. We have to overcome our humanness to jump behind the world of a shark or another creature and see the world from their perspective. We found a biofluorescent shark, and it only sees right at the blue-green interface. So it's really just tuned to a very similar spectrum to the environment it lives in. This fluorescence was creating greater contrast for the shark. It's like this endless well of information. We're at the very tip of the iceberg.
Alrighty, and then we have one more little video to watch. With a little help from my friends, it has to do with the turtles, yep.
These animals travel thousands of kilometers, navigating open oceans that have no physical landmarks. They have that innate ability to find their way. They're only sharing our beach for a short point in time, but they need protection because man has brought an ancient species to near extinction. I got involved at a time when hostilities were very real. People came with guns and machetes to poach a turtle. We would protect these animals at all costs. Because on the high tides, when the tide comes up, this area here will be flooded, right? So when the sea turtle lays her egg, the nest requires a constant temperature. And if we recognize that this nest is in a real bad spot, we choose a spot further inland on the beach that's stable, and then we would evaluate if the eggs were able to hatch because of us moving them. And in both cases, we're always right. So as the villagers began to benefit from the tourism that turtle conservation was creating, they saw that the turtle was worth more to them alive than dead. The children really love sea turtles. We educate them, but we involve them. And by so doing, we get them to a level of interest where they want to become actively involved. When we first started this conservation work, we would encounter at the height of the nesting season 30, 40 turtles. Now we encounter over 500. That's significant. Some people argue, well, that's nature. Leave them. Why protect them? But remember, humans have to intervene sometimes to help nature keep existing.
Yeah, we destroyed enough. We can, give back a little. But alright, so we got that. Let's check out our science log. Just looking for the babies here. Twilight Zone. Biosamples determine sex and log genetic footprints. Age suggests the turtles may have been born on nesting beaches nearby. Oh, that's pretty good. Then we have the spider crab. Ooh, look at that. You get knocked out, wake up, and you just see a spider crab like looking at you in his eyes. That would probably scare of you. John Dory. Twilight Zone. The Orange Ruffy. Ooh, Silver Chimeria. Flashlight. Or Split Fin. Comb Jelly. Ooh, Towards the Midnight Zone. These are unique. I like these just because that light at the end of their, I guess, mouth so they can draw in the fish. Swell Shark. How the swell shark looks to the human primate eye. How the swell shark looks to another shark. Alright, and there we go. And then we're going to stop there today, so make sure to like, comment, subscribe. In the next one, we are going to dive down into the depths.